It's 2:02 p.m.
Turn up in this bitch. That's my alarm. Yeah, I know them horns. Hold up.
If I had no chance, if I couldn't find out something that you got to say, look who's made you. Got to break the chain off, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Damn. Alright, so that's my alarm, my ringtone. I'll be waking up like, yo, what is going on? But so I'm back. I'm almost at 10, meaning this will be my 10th video. And you know what they say about even numbers, and 10 is a good number. That means that I put out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then this would be my 10th video. I do not know what I'm talking about or what I'm going to talk about, but itching. What the hell? Shit. But I'm just going to just go off the top, as they say in the hip hop world. Freestyle, yeah. Just say what I'm going to say off the top of my head. It ain't nothing rehearsed. It's all what it is. Nothing written and nothing read. Yeah, baby. Alright, so let's see, my childhood. Yeah, there we go. I want to be intimate with those who may not have enough time to sit next to me while all up on my loins and all up on my money maker. You know who you are. So my childhood, let's see. I was born in the 70s. The early 70s. I'm a 70s baby. Yes. Been around a long time. I have elder parents. An elder sibling. And all of my cousins that were older were elders. So I learned elder stuff. Man, let's see what I remember. Being a baby. I remember always being picked up, and I didn't like to be picked up. Can you imagine that? You know, you got kids that pick me up, pick me up, pick me up, and they crying and they throw a fit. I wanted to be on the ground. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to experience that gravitational pull. You know, I wanted to understand the pulse of the world. What am I going to do with my mother's arms and other strangers that were always wanting to pick me up? I would kick. You know them baby shoes with them hard bottoms? The hard bottoms, like made out of condensed cardboard. I don't know what the hell. Them joints was hard. So, yeah, I would kick. I was bruising people. And we don't pick him up, he'll kick you. I remember hearing that. I remember hearing later I didn't want to be in the crib. So I would kick the bars of the crib. You know them old ass cribs and back in the day, wooden cribs with that hard ass mattress they just put you in. You know what I'm saying? With that cheap ass polyester, wool, flammable blanket. Leave you with a rash and shit. They don't even know where the rash come from. That goddamn blanket. With their bed bugs probably all in it. You know, back in the day, we didn't even know about too much more than what we just accepted. Especially growing up in a ghetto. You know, in places that weren't clean and sterilized and sanitized. So, yeah. But as a baby boy, I kicked the bars out of the crib. They couldn't find me. I'm crawling around under stuff, in stuff, closets, under the other things that I can get under. Yeah. I didn't want to be in no crib. I mean, I didn't want to be detained. I'll use that word. I didn't want to be detained. I wanted to be out. For some odd reason, in my mind, if I'm seeing everyone else walking around and I'm in some goddamn square, you're not going to do me that way. No. You're not going to treat my mind that way. And hence, many times I would kick the bars out. Put me in another crib. I'm figuring out how to get out that. I'm going to kick it. I'm going to jump up and down or break it. I broke so many cribs. Fisher Price was like, you know what? We got to toughen up our material. So I would say I'm one of them kids that probably had something to do with their plastic. You know, you can't do too much of this. Even in the fire, it'd be hard to burn that shit. That new Fisher Price plastic. So yeah, didn't want to be detained. I guess this is kind of how I'm living my life right now. So, growing up as a child, I had curly hair, afro. It was something. People were smoking around me. I was asthmatic. Think about that. My mom and dad were chain smokers. I'm around them, inhaling all of that. My dad smoked Cools. I think my mom smoked maybe Virginia Slims. I have to ask her. Actually, let me do that. It's live. I talk to my mom every once in a while. But let's see. Got a whole lot of stuff going on my phone. Let's see if she'll pick up. There she is.
To everyone, today is the day that the Lord has made. He wants us to rejoice and be glad in it. Have a blessed day.
Yeah, hi Mom, I'm giving you a call.
Nothing has been recorded. Record your message after the tone.
Done. See what I'm saying? Call people, they tell you, you don't call, you haven't called. And then you call them, what time is it? It's 2:10, she probably sleeping, or she probably out. Or if she's working out, she ain't answering the phone. See what I'm saying? So the timing is always what it is. Now I bet you if I text her ass, I said it. Hello. Mom. Okay, so I'm like, hello, Mom. I was wondering if you remember what kind of cigarettes you smoked when you once smoked a long time ago. Question mark. Don't let that ride. So, yeah. I was inhaling it in a home and damn near died a lot of times. I remember in and out of the hospital. Then I remember being in an incubator for like a month. Oof. I'm in this big old plastic bubble. And anyone who's here watching, if you know about incubators, you know, yeah. And Child Welfare and Protective Services, or whatever the hell they were called back then, they were like, look, this is costing. So you guys are going to have to pay. Or you're going to have to pay to bury this child. Because his lungs are not strong enough to tolerate the nicotine and the smoke and the tar, and it's all over everywhere. And my mom, I guess she figured, it's time for her not to want to experience that. I was fairly young. So she kind of admitted herself to a church, joined, and to my knowledge, she kind of quit cold turkey. My dad, he had to smoke out on the balcony. He wasn't going to quit. He was too cool to stop smoking cools. You know what I mean? So every time he smoked out on the balcony, and my asthma became less active, I guess. I didn't have any more real attacks. I'll be at school running and playing, and the kids that knew, Charlie, stop running, you're gonna have an asthma attack, and other kids were suffering from asthma, and I would watch them. I was like, damn, that's what that shit looked like. You kind of like, damn, they about to die. So I can imagine not remembering how many attacks I had around my peers growing up. Pre-K, then you got kindergarten. I was a mess in kindergarten. I was a mess. I was a grown kid. Yeah. So, first grade, I'll talk about that. And then, I think when I was 8, I just ran. And my mother, we were somewhere. Stop running. You're gonna have an attack. Stop running, your asthma. Something inside of me was like, fuck my asthma. I want to run. The kids are running. I'm tired of having to stop. Time out. Stop running. And I just ran. And I ran. I played all day. I didn't have an attack. The concern was he was supposed to have had an attack. I didn't do the puffer, the primatine mist and all that. I wasn't on that. I was on stop running. They were like, we're not going to, medicate him with nothing. This is why I probably haven't been on any scripts forever. White capsules with my name on it. Maybe one time I had to take penicillin for a sinus infection due to this job I was working at, subjecting me to rat infested, so forth and so on. I ain't gonna name drop, but I will maybe one day when I get there in this video content. Mom hasn't returned, so she'll probably be taking a nap, hopefully. So, yeah, just kept running, ran it out my system. I was diagnosed. They did the blowing the thing with the ball that goes up. I had to do that all the time, and my lungs are strong enough. She responded. See this shit? Yeah, I remember Salem, Marlboro's, Pall Mall. I smoked so much, like 2.5 packs of cigarettes a day. I was addicted. I liked the Salem more. It had like a mint. I'm like, damn, this is awesome. I had like a mint flavor. Thanks be to God. It's turned the life around. That I didn't smoke anymore. And thank you because you kept telling me to stop smoking. But I didn't. God delivered me. Thank you, Lord. That's my mom. Raw and uncut. Unfiltered. And I'm glad she didn't answer because I wouldn't have been able to do much more. But she has a entertaining voice. So maybe one day I'll get her on. So I'm going to respond. Thank you for sharing. Okay, I put thank you for sharing, love you. I'm creating a record of my life at the moment. She's gonna be like, I want to see. I'm like, I don't know, because I'm cursing and stuff. So whatever. So yeah, so there you go. The nastiest cigarettes. Man, Jesus Christ. Them cancer sticks was heavy back in the day. She said, Salem. Damn, do they still sell them? Marlboros. I know they sell Marlboros in Pall Mall. Man, black people in the communities that I grew up in, why y'all was smoking, or why they was smoking cigarettes, I do not know. Oof. Think about it. You inhaling fire. Remember in school, elementary school, in like health class. Who remembers health class? They had this picture with this lady with a pocketbook and some beat up flats with the toes out, and I think she was black or white. She had like a mini skirt on with like a fucked up halter top with a cigarette, and she was called the Dragon Lady. I remember that shit. Like, yeah, ooh, I don't want anybody like that. So every woman that I've ever met afterwards who smoked, I always had the memory of that woman, and I didn't want it around me. And I've compromised being around women who smoke. She's nasty. It's in their hair, it's in their face, it's in their orifices, it's in their clothing, it's in their bed, it's in their carpet, it's in their cars, it's in their walls, it's in their lives, and I don't want none of it. And it bothered me because I don't smoke. I've only did one little. My cousin was smoking. I'm like, hey, I'm like 10. We in Long Island, Roosevelt, what is it, Roosevelt Field Mall or something like that out there. And he was smoking. He said, yo, you want to try it? I'm like, nah, man. I said, nah, man. I won't tell. See my face? You know what happened, right? So I'm like, damn, bro, this is what you do with He told. Yeah. Yep, and yes. Those are my experiences with some of my closest beloved cousins. You told. Why? You said you weren't gonna tell. I don't trust none of them niggas. I'm by myself out here. I love my cousin Deb, and that's the only one I actually talk to every once in a while. All my other cousins, I don't know what they're doing, how they're doing it. People are dying. I'll hear about it through the grapevine, but I wasn't no snitch like that. I seen a whole lot of shit. I think I only told on one person because they was doing stuff they weren't supposed to do that would jeopardize how we were trying to just live within a stable setting. Yeah, that's what I did. That had to be corrected because I didn't want to sell drugs and I didn't want to be hooked on drugs. and I didn't want to find myself being curious. Yeah, so I did what I was led to do. I'm happy for it. Other person, I don't know, their life kind of went the wrong way, and I'm glad I didn't follow behind them, because I am not my brother's keeper. Thank you very much. Alright, so asthma, ran out of it. Let's see, I don't like people who smoke around me. You know what I mean? I'm a comedian, I joke. So a woman, yeah, okay, you gonna keep smoking. You're gonna be like, hello, my name is Mary. I've been smoking for 25 years. And I lost my jaw. And I also lost my cervix. And I don't have a uterus. And smoke's coming out of her fucking throat. Like, yo, who wants to... Why, if you see that can happen to you, why would you not say, nah, homie, nope, I'm going to try to quit today. Nope. That ain't going to be me. I don't smoke that much. Huh? What is it? What? It's retarded. You don't even know where this shit's coming from. It's coming from a factory. Shit, here I am talking about smoking. Like I said, this is unfiltered. Talk about what I want to talk about. Because that's part of my life. Go back. Kid. A mess. Asthma. Ran out of it. Since the age of 8, 9, no asthma attack. None at all. Lungs are very strong. I may suffer from like different allergies, depends on where I may live, or that type of shit, but I'm good. No prescription medications, no scripts. I drink water. I try to eat as healthy and nutritious as I can. Yeah, and I'm able to share with people what I'm doing. When people ask, how old are you? Born in the early 70s. You look like you're 33. I love it. And I have this little beard I'm growing. I'm like, alright, let me see where the wisdom's at. Then I might just take it all off. Look like I'm 20 something. But all in all, I'm alive and I'm well. Take care of myself how I do. And you should too. I don't smoke weed. Weed costs money. I'm not going to buy it from somebody I don't know. Oh, that's my boy, he got all this stank. Where he getting it from? How much he selling it for? I ain't got that much. Think about that for a second. It ain't supposed to be trendy to smoke herb, marijuana. Okay. Ganja. Buddha cess. Ooh. Only us old people know that. Buddha cess. Wow. So, again, I don't judge anybody that smoke it, but think about what you're doing. What are you doing? You're slowing your life and speeding up your cycle, because it's all messing you up in here. Medicinally speaking, it's supposed to numb the pain that medication is not able to do as fast, I would believe. But still, who created the word medicinal? Medicinal, medication, medicinal, yeah, medicinal, yeah, medicinal, yeah. Medicinal, yeah. That'd be on Drake's next album. Smoked out. Medicinal. Alright, so yeah, I'm just saying, like, you know, part of what I'm doing here, I'm trying to just get into someone's psyche and you know, maybe inspire them to get away from the old ways of things that they're not really too educated on, because some people smoke weed because it's trendy. Don't know what kind of weed it is, what it was, if it's laced, something's sprinkled on it, then you smoking it, and then something happens to you, heart rate increases, you start freaking out, having more anxiety attacks. And everyone that I've met, damn, speaking of anxiety attacks, all of the women that I've met that had something to do, or they suffered from some type of psychological something, they were smoking weed. That paranoia, you know, paranoid shit, that schizophrenia. I don't know if schizophrenia is in the same room, but let's put it in there. I'm putting it in there right now. The paranoia, the schizophrenia, the bipolar, the anxiety. There you go. The ADHD and the OCD and oof. I ask questions. You done any drugs before? And the majority of, just about, I'll say 75 to be kind of safe in my percentage of women that I've, you know, those are the questions I'm asking. I don't want no drug head around me, because you ain't gonna be thinking right when I need you to. I said it. My life. Yeah, I did drugs. You know, I did Molly, I did PCP, I did meth, I did weed, I sniffed coke. Damn. And these women are not like older, been around Woodstock era types of chicks. Like, damn, what do you... Ooh, it even hurts my head to even think about this shit. Because I've never done anything like that. Like, even like, just to be a person of a level to showcase distinction. I bought a pipe. Shit was cool. I'm like, look at me with a pipe. I'm wearing bow ties. Got a pipe. I'm going to the tobacco shop getting like tobacco to stuff the pipe. You know, I'm learning about it. This is before the internet, YouTube. I'm like, yo. Got the shit hanging out my mouth. Yeah. Saying, got the blazer with the patches on the, you know what I mean? I had to just look at what the people were doing in Scotland. Like, dude, Scotland, gonna get me a pipe, smoke a little bit of this tobacco. And I saw my elder uncles, they had pipes and shit, so, you know, he didn't look cool smoking it, but he smoked that Captain Black cherry wood. Smell everything in that house. I used to go visit my cousins and my uncle and my aunt. Aunt Flossie, let's talk about her. Man, may she rest in pleasure. Because boy, that woman could make some money as an entrepreneur. As a kid, I would stay with her in Brooklyn, in East New York. And she had a brownstone she lived in with her kids, and she had a candy shop. So I would go there, and that would be like my summertime job. You know, I'd be away from my mom, be on Grafton Street between Blake and Dumont. Shout out to them kids wherever they may be. Shout out Grafton and all the people that knew my Aunt Flossie on Kings County Highway and I think Kings Plaza, one of them. I don't know. It's been a while. The 90s. Shout out to them people over there. And she had a tire shop and a bike shop. Every time I went to go see her for a summer, I got a new bike. I learned how to put bikes together, take them apart. I learned some stuff. It's around great elderly people that had things going on. She had a tire shop, a bike shop, and then they opened up a salon. She owned all of that. That whole corner was hers. loved those family members back then that I was around. Then I had other cousins. They were weird and strange. I'm not gonna get into that right now. But yeah. So candy shop. She'd open up the gate. I mean, Brooklyn back then was safe. It was resolute. It was cool. You know what I mean? All the kids was playing and, you know, just, man. If I can go back to certain time periods, I was so adored. Like, I'm spoiled, but I'm like, back then I was so adored because I was just a nice kid. You see this smile? I hardly smile around people. I'm like fulfilled right now. So I've been fulfilled for a little bit of time. But like, just to do this and talk about my past and my experience, it's like, wow, it's awesome. You know, I could do nothing else in the day but just be here sharing my story. So in a year or 2 or 3 from now, I can come back and look at myself. And if somebody's around me that's trying to provide me with harmony and substance, I can go, look at me, look at what I did with myself. Look at the stories. You know, I don't have any kids. But anyway, maybe it's possible. But nonetheless, this is gonna be my baby. Get in my belly. Candy shop. Kids would come. She would tell me how much things cost. She would kind of be there to begin with, so they'll know that, you know, don't be messing around with her business. And then she would go do her thing and go check on her other businesses, and I'll be there selling the candy. You know how to eat some of it. Never get high on your own supply. But it wasn't my supply, it was hers. So I was like, unless she doing inventory up in this bitch, she ain't gonna know. Well, I'll just rake up the prices, which I did. See there? I was learning on the fly. I was a thief by day and night. But only certain people I didn't steal from. Not because of the fear of getting beat, because my ass got towed up. Everything in sight. But certain people and relatives I highly regarded because of how they treated me. Think about that for a second. And they expand that to the rest of the world and the universe. So I learned entrepreneurship. I learned responsibility. I learned personality. So that took me into the next phases of how I was able to get through life as a single, by myself, the majority of the time, young adolescent male. I could talk, but I also listen to how to talk. Get what I want? Oh, man. Wasn't that many no's. I mean, I had a no if I wanted to do something, but I'd be like, alright, I'll just do something else. But like, if I really wanted something, even now, I mean, I don't twist anyone's arm. I'm just pretty much just openly honest with what my needs are. So, candy shop. And then the block was hot. Girls were cute. The young boys that I hung out with was the neighbors. Everyone knew my aunt, so I was good. I was good from Blake, and I was good from Dumont. Everybody knew who I was. I didn't live there, but I was looked after. I was looked out for, and I had a great time with that one block. That one block was lit. Anybody from Brooklyn know your one block is lit. Everybody's out. It's summertime. Everyone's out doing something on the stoop. You got your music. You got the kids. You got people that's being respectful to the elders, to the people coming and going on the street. And right across from where she lived at, Michael Evans from Good Times lived. Yeah, so like been around a lot of influential, positive, like, I don't know what you call them, like iconic people. I was babysat by Stephanie Mills. Whew. You know, one of my cross cousins is Reggie Jackson from the Yankees. Who else I saw in the family? I want to say Chubby Checkers. There's a lot. I mean, damn. You know, family's big. You know, we stretch, we range. And I was that kid just soaking it up, like, wow, this is my relatives. This is pretty cool. You know, when you say that's my cousin, that's my brother, that's my aunt. You know, they're, you know, famous, or people know them. It kind of like, you know, makes you feel kind of like you're part of something different. You don't have to be, but that's just my childhood. A lot of people have relatives that are, you know, renowned. And my cousin, she was court circuit judge, first black, I think. Amalia Kearse, I think she's retired. But you know, we start learning who these people are. My aunt, Geraldine Kearse, the first African American female postmaster of Westchester County, New York, Peekskill. And the list goes on and on. So that was my childhood, just being surrounded by all of that, like, prominence. And I knew for myself to strive to be excellent, to be in my lane, to be better than yesterday, be more than. So I create these different things that I can always fall back on. But I learned that as a child, like just being observant, you know, being interested, you know, picking up books and reading them, like, you know, books that had something to do with economy and philosophy, psychology, the Bible, the Quran, you know what I mean, like the Torah, like certain things I would just pick up and just start reading. I don't know, you know. And when you grow up in certain areas of New York, and that's around you, little pamphlets, books, people always speaking righteousness, you start listening, you start understanding. Then you look at the government that you were taught, because I grew up like really understanding the government. Jimmy Carter and then Reagan. I remember Jimmy Carter was in the news. He fell down the stairs. Either him or Gerald Ford. One of them fell down the stairs on the Air Force One. And I always remember that. I'm like, damn, dude fell out. What was he drinking? So you can look that up. But Reagan, and when Jesse Jackson was running for president, the black Jesse Jackson, he was black with the afro. Keep hope alive, Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson. Yeah, I grew up during those times. A lot of racial tension back then too. Oh my God, whatever we dealing with now, back then, whoa. This shit here, there's always been happening with isolated incidents where cops and youth and people of color and other colors were being treated and mistreated in a certain way. Was no social media, front page news. And it didn't really stretch across countries. It stayed right where it was supposed to be. It might have been on the news, local news. There was no CNN. Think about that. Think about that for a second. There was no MSNBC, CNNBC, MSNBC, CNN, Fox News. What is all this stuff? You had about 3 news stations. There was no BBC, none of that. So yeah, I grew up in a time, man. It was crunch time. Every day was crunch time. Excuse me. And no, I learned a lot. Now I got more to tell, but that's just kind of what I'm sharing right now. Like the man that I've become, I always reflect on my flaws and my repetitive mistakes that I didn't want to keep making. And I would challenge myself, don't do that. You know, don't steal. You know, don't be mischievous. Don't be destructive. And I snapped out of it because I got bored. This ain't getting me nothing. This ain't fun anymore. I'm not scared of the authorities. I'm not scared of discipline. I'm not scared of trouble. So I'm like, well, why would I do the things that I'm doing? Because it would be just out of sheer entertainment to see if I'm going to be afraid. Okay, what's going to happen? They're going to punish me? What are they going to say? Can't breathe. I feel chastised. Oh my God, what are you going to do? And I'm like, that's it? I was on parole, 3 different I was on probation, 3 different probation officers at the same probation office. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I would go. None of them knew that I was seeing the other one. I would come in and be like, go down that hallway. Then I would come in and go down that hallway. And if I saw one of them, I would go to the bathroom. And I would wait. And you have to be on time. So I would blame school because I would walk to the probation office. And I was doing that. And then, you know, because my mom was associated with one of the finer detectives in the city. Just the boring atmosphere of the streets. It's like, what are we doing all day? You know, they would knock on my door. Is Charlie home? Can you come out and play? Can you come out and play? Yay. Hold on, let's see. Oh, I don't have anything. Okay, let's see. Charlie, come out and play. I'm so stupid. Charlie, come out and... I'm gonna get it. Hold up, let's see. Because it's gotta be in your thumb. Charlie, come out and play. And sometimes, like, Mom, tell them I'm not here, I'm asleep. Because what kids would do, because I was the entertainment, I was the epicenter of entertainment. They would come, follow me, see me, do things, create havoc around the neighborhood, destroy things. I was the kid to be around for, like, suspense, horror, entertainment, drama, fun. And the only thing I would get a kick out of would be when I would do some shit. Like, just take, we called it nigga knocking. Go to somebody's door and run. So the kids would run. I would just stand there and walk while they're running. Laughing, I'm like, I was like, damn, what's going on? And the person will come out, who the fuck is that? And I'm like, hey, where'd they go? I'm like, I don't know. And meanwhile, it was me who knocked on the door. That was a regular thing. Well, I'll throw a rock, break a glass window, and the kids just scatter, and I'm just right there. Hey, who threw that rock? I don't know. Because they're not going to chase after somebody who ain't running. I mean, they may confront you, but you play stupid, huh? I don't know. Go to the mall and be stealing stuff. Hey, come back here, kids. And I just like, I'm stay right there in the store. They running, I'm still in there. So while they out there trying to get security, I got everything I needed. Nobody's watching. Some will get detained, some wouldn't. We go back to the hood, back to the block. Yo, what you get? I had a whole rack of shit, and I'll be selling it. Yo, how'd you get all that stuff? I said, when y'all ass was just running, I just stayed behind. It's like, wow, just, what do you call it? Just free, whatever. So, yeah, my childhood, you know, I could talk about it so much, and I will, because it's like, wow, I actually lived. You know, from asthma to being a mess in kindergarten. I'll get there. I'll talk about that next time. Growing out of asthma, being around influential people, really regarding the people that treated me with respect and kindness and love in my family. Loving to understand that I was a like related to people who I can look at as like, wow, you know, if they did that, and they're attached to my lineage and my genealogy, damn, that's inspirational. Not that other people who are doing things, like people look at other influential people nowadays, but when you have somebody in your family that has, and you can kind of just marvel at, wow, that's my relative. It doesn't have to be you want money or any type of material, but it's like, wow, damn. So like with me, some of my relatives, when they saw that I was getting into certain things in life, they was like, yeah, that's my cousin. That's my cousin Charlie. You know, being a role model or some type of influencer. There you go. Yeah. So, chatted with my mom today. I don't know if she said anything else, but that was pretty cool. And he's like, what do you mean creating a record of your life? You are still young. You have many years to go. Do you realize, son, there's a lot of years. I can't remember. Some of the things has been erased. It was pretty bad, bits and pieces. I still remember. You can ask me some things. I try to remember to tell you if I can. Okay, sweetheart, let me know when you finish the articles. That is what you call old age. And I respect and appreciate it. But that was just doing too much. I love my mom, but damn, what's all this other stuff she talking about? I'll talk about what I'm doing. Woman, what kind of cigarettes did you smoke? What all this stuff she be doing? This is why I don't really talk to her as much as people think men should talk to their moms. Nah, because we got, no. It's entertaining, but them lives like, she was being positive and she was being in tune, but then she fell out of touch. And I'm reading a whole bunch of stuff that I love to read, but it's like, nah, all right, calm down, chill. But anyway, I'm being a fool. I love her to death. I'm happy she's still alive to kind of share whatever she needs to share, and I'm happy to, make her a part of this. And I will continue to do more. Get her ass on the phone, let her talk, and just sit back. She don't know she's being recorded. But when she passes on, I can be like, damn, there she is. That's a record that I was able to attach it to my life and my world. And without getting too damn emotional about it, I'm going to say, this is it for me. I'm going to go work out, get these Navarrones, pump them up a little bit more. Do. Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. Do. Remember that shit? Some of you. So yeah, gotta keep it going. Gotta look like something out here to make something of yourself to other people, so they can ask questions like, "Yo, what do you do?" I love that. Keep yourself looking sharp. So you can market yourself. Have people adore you and love you for how you look, and then appreciate you when they meet you for what you are and what your personality is really about. And it's about love and loving and valuing you and your time and promoting wellness and comfort and security. Be all that you can be excellent. Attribute. Contribute. And on that note, I'm gonna take us out of here with some more music that I created. Where we at? 50 minutes? Damn, boy, I tell you, it's getting longer and longer. Got a lot to say. Uninterrupted. Nobody could just sit there looking like, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm confused. I can't process all this information. It's too fast. I don't know what he's talking about. I hate that shit. I be talking to people. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, hello. They in their phone like, what are you doing? You looking up the word or you tuning out? Get the hell out of get out of here with that. Go. Take you and your phone. Go away. I thought you wanted to get to know me. And while I'm asking questions and get to know you, it's almost like, just answer my questions. Just answer my questions. That's what I get. Like, God damn, what the hell? That's going to qualify me or disqualify me? What the girl say? A couple of videos. I can't date no Cancer because, I don't do well with Cancer. So I told her I was a Virgo. And we still didn't do anything because at the end of the day, she was shaped like this. Or like this. Or like this. See, you don't get that? These round objects. So it's like you have the nerve. When I'm like, I'm just trying to rock with you. I don't care. I don't care if you shape like this. I don't care if you shape like this. And I don't care if you shape like this. Just don't be mean. Don't be brash. Don't be too much of a critic and judge me because of I'm just trying to be protective of my information. Can we still talk about things without it being you're not answering my questions, you're being secretive, you're being mysterious, why are you being difficult? So remember what I said about the other dude, Kevin Samuels, and how so nobody's calling in, there's nobody around here. So let me say this. No, I'm not being difficult. I just don't find you that attractive. No, I'm not being complicated. Guess I'll throw that one in there too. I've heard that one. I just don't find your body and your silhouette magnificent. Ooh, yes. Yeah, see? I try to be a nice guy. No, I'm not being secretive. I just don't like the fact that one eyebrow is more tougher than the other one. More tougher. Like it's like built a little differently. Like she said, okay, I'm going to rush. So let me go ahead and construct it while I'm on my phone, and you kind of miss out on what you're doing, and you say, all right, well, ain't nobody else saying I ain't cute, so let me go ahead and do this one real quick. And you know how women are right-handed or left-handed, so your left precision is all fucked up, and now you don't know what's going to happen when you meet a guy like me, because I'm observant and analytical, and I'm going to be like, I'm analyzing what's wrong with her eyebrows. Why she look like she's uncertain? But did I say something? I didn't even speak yet. She's like, rawr, like, rawr. Like, remember The Rock used to do the people's eyebrow? I can't do it, but that's a funny face. So, yeah. Fix your shit up. Don't know what that was, but it wasn't last night. So anyway, yeah, so I have issues with that. I'm gonna talk about that stuff, but I'm gonna try my best to not demean anyone. Particularly speaking, I will, because it was that person. But for the rest, if you can't relate, don't. Just look at it as this is me talking shit, me being humorous, because the shit happens to me. Showing up looking like she was looking, and then she got mad at me because I didn't want to answer her damn questions, and she was making statements, assuming. Do they have an emoji for this facial expression? See what I'm saying? 2 kids, 2 different baby daddies. Where's the compatibility? Yes, I would still bend over and make her bite the pillow. Fuck, that's what I'm about. But don't come at me all crazy, because I will disqualify myself by being an asshole on purpose. Be like, alright, you're going to get mad. I'm not going to piss you off directly. I'm just going to act like a jerk indirectly. And I'm going to see how long it takes you to remove yourself from the good shit. Because I'm single. Don't have any kids. Don't have any drama with women. Obviously, if I'm meeting somebody who looks like this, or this, and or this, I'm accepting. Just respect the fuck that I'm accepting. If you can do that with me, we will live in infamy. If you can't, I'm recording videos. I will put your shit out there, and if it's not your name, it will be your story, your motherfucking story. So be careful. I'm a nice dude. Really, I'm a really nice dude. I'm not to be controlled, and I'm not to be like in the baby carriage, pin. Well, the carriage is what you grows a baby in, but the playpen, I guess. Put the baby back in the, what the fuck did they call that shit? I forget. Somebody comment. I forget. I'm gonna look it up, but damn. That's how you know I don't remember, because I wasn't up in that bitch too long, so I forget what it was called, and I ain't had no kids, so I ain't buy that shit for them. People was putting their kids in the damn dresser drawer. What the fuck? That's some real shit. Put them on the clothes, it's soft. Did you use fabric softener? Was it Snuggle? Or was it, what was the other brand back in the day? Tide, I guess? So anyway, thank you for being here. I'm silly. I can get deep, but I like to just be in control of how I'm living. I'm not living for anything else but just me being happy with what I can do, what I'm able to do. With the graces of the Almighty, thank you for being here, coming along for the ride. I'm talking about everything that I want to talk about, and I'm going on 57 minutes. This is what's up. Yes. Okay, I'm going to play this song. Here we go.
Slated to be the best, I must confess the star nigga. Y'all know the name. Y'all know the name. Y'all know the name. Y'all know the name. See why you wanna stick around and be disrespected. Thinking you the shit when you ain't lyrical. Rap niggas sounded way too electric until I crashed in that, then left them all beheaded. These Wonderland rappers I'm leaving behind infected with that real ill shit, that's dirty and wretched. Yeah, I lay text like a Trojan, rhyme cynical before the explosion. Penetrate you femme MCs that I've chosen to suck my dick just so I can leave your mouth swollen. No more singing and no more dancing, yeah. No more blinging and no more flashing. Only here to leave my mark before I get set and make that spark. Leaving that fire not seen in the dark, cause it's burning red hot inside of my heart. Y'all know the name, the most obligated, hard head. Cause I'm not meant for bad. Y'all know the name, the most obligated, hard head. Cause I'm not meant for bad. The most obligated, hard head. Cause I'm not meant for bad. Slated to be the best, I must confess the star later.
Oh man. Yeah, I fucks with that shit. Cause I'm talking about me. Like, I don't be talking about all these trendy. I'll get to that some other time. But Thank you for being here. Man, this is like for those of you that may have done something like this, you know what I'm feeling. So you see these expressions because it's like powerful. It's also magnetic. Like I'm influencing myself through my image of myself. That is amazing. I can't even express like the feelings of like being lost in that space. Like time right now is precious to me to do this for my future. Just to be able to share unconditionally with those who think, I want to just get to know him by asking him, well, when was your last relationship? When was the last time you were in a relationship? How long you've been single? Blah, 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 blah. Man, we don't be asking those questions. How would it sound? So let me ask, how long was your last relationship? So let me ask you a question. You mind? Okay. So how long were you? Oh, like. So, how long you been single? Oh yeah. What are you looking for in a man? Yeah, sounds nice. I believe I'm that man. I mean, you only named like 2 qualities, but I have about 20. Maybe I might be too much for you. Maybe I may have too many things going on. Maybe I might be too psychologically fit. Might not be able to work with a person that's just looking for 2 things as far as qualities in a man. And even though I might be a Cancer, my mom was a Sagittarius. Well, my mom is a Sagittarius, and my dad, who's passed, he was a Leo. They created a Cancer from who they are. I have their characteristics. I have their personality traits as well. So if you're going to disqualify me as a Cancer because the last couple of guys you dated was Cancers and you don't understand why you were with them, maybe it was you. Maybe it was your sign, whatever you are. Maybe it was your... And then I'm going to end on that note. Until next time.